beautiful beefy flavor, nice salt to it. I can taste the onions in it. Oh my God. It's gonna be very difficult for me to leave this place today.
That's what we like to hear.
I might need a pillow. Hey, what's up? It's Luis Rivera with the ABR Roadshow, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today we're in the small town of Sidney, Nebraska, at a legendary restaurant that's been here for over 70 years. This is called Dude's Steakhouse. So of course you know we're gonna get great steaks, but I'm very, very excited to find out what other items they have in store for us. So let's step back in time and let's go check it out. All right, everybody, so we are in the kitchen now with the most energetic chef that I've ever met in my entire life. I love this, is awesome. This is Joey. So Joey, what are we making today?
Well, we're gonna make Dude's world famous prime rib.
Okay, so where do we start?
Well, we start with, we actually get the best meat we could possibly get. We use Gold Canyon or Sterling Silver or even Emerald Valley Ranch from Shamrock Foods.
So walk me through what you did here.
Well, what we did here is that we take the prime rib and then we stab these prime ribs to make sure that we can open up a little bit of that meat and get some of the flavors in it. Once we stab it, we add a little bit of that salted butter on top, and like I say, it starts absorbing in those holes. Then we put the Dude's special family recipe on top of the rub. We let that sit there for a little bit, throw on some beautiful onions. Onions are actually a natural tenderizer plus flavors, so it's actually tenderizing it as it cooks. Put a little garlic on top, a little more salted butter, and then we sprinkle it with sea salt because on prime rib, on the outer edge, you can always use more salt. And that's about where we're at right now, Luis.
And then what's the next step?
Well, then the next step, we make sure that we have our oven set at 500 degrees.
Okay.
We make sure that it gets about an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
For about 30 pounds to 35 pounds of prime rib. Nice and hot in there. And perfect. Now we gotta wait for about an hour and a half.
Okay, fantastic. Well, we'll be back when that's ready. Okay, so we're back, hour and a half. I'm excited. So what's next?
Well, next, let's pull it out.
Okay.
Let's see what we're doing with
let's
here.
do it.
And let's see this
The reveal.
reveal of nice, fresh prime rib.
Oh my God.
Looking good. And from here, we like to let it set for just a little bit, and then we will take it out. We'll get a nice fresh cut out of here, Luis, so we can let you taste the very best.
So you trim it by
a little bit.
Trim by hand.
And the salt off. Trim it all up by hand. And since Luis likes his medium rare, we would go more in the middle area. If you like yours more in cut, more well done, that's where you would go. But since we're going medium rare, we're gonna go right here. There you go, Luis.
Wow. That looks amazing.
Then we drop it in our Dude's famous au jus to sous vide it. The flavors accentuate themselves. It doesn't cover it, it just pulls out the flavor. We leave it drop for about 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
So not very long.
Oh my God.
Looking good. Now we just gotta top it with the Dude's famous prime rib au jus.
Okay, let's do it.
And the mushrooms that make it on top.
Oh my
Let's try this,
God.
please.
Okay, Joey, so this looks incredible. You know what time it is, right?
I do know what time it is.
It's taste time, baby. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at this. This is like falling apart. Come on, dude.
I appreciate it. Try those mushrooms.
Let me do that. That mushroom, that au jus is unbelievable. Got a beautiful salt flavor. Those mushrooms are cooked perfectly. Oh my God, and this prime rib.
When I was younger, I would even go to other steakhouses and I didn't have the au jus or the mushroom. I thought it was an incomplete steak. So, I mean, I was spoiled as a youngster, and so Dude's for me is still number one. That's why I love to serve it.
Oh my God, this is just so tender. Beautiful, beefy flavor, nice salt to it. I can taste the onions in it. Oh my God. It's gonna be very difficult for me to leave this place today.
That's what we like to hear.
I might need a pillow.
We got quite a few hotels in this community.
I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away.
This is why we do it.
If you don't mind, I'm going to take this out there, gonna snuggle with it, and finish it. Maybe
Snuggle
I'll pass
all
out.
you want. That's what we're here for. Take your time.
Fantastic. I love it. This is awesome. All right, everybody. So as you can see, I have the whole family right here. I have Sarah, I have Joey, I have Jenny. Number one, had an unbelievable experience. I mean, that prime rib you made, that's a labor-intensive process.
A lot of work to get to that, but it pays off in the end.
Oh, yes, it does. I mean, I'm here to tell you. Yes, it does. It was unbelievable. I mean, just that giant, I mean, that thing's like 2 inches thick.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
she's a big, tasty steak. You gotta be hungry when you order that one.
Absolutely. But that's not the only thing you make. So tell me, what do we have here?
Well, we have an 8-ounce wild caught Parmesan halibut. We do have a cream sauce that we reduce it down, add a little Parmesan in it, a little sea salt, and then we cover it on a grilled Parmesan portion. Comes out perfect. They complement each other. The flavors are a little robust, and it's got a sweet touch to it.
It's amazing. Yeah, because it's nice and flaky. It's not super overpowering, but I love this finish with the Parmesan on it and the cream. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites. We sell about as much fish and seafood as we do steaks anymore, and we're proud of what we put out, and the product is unbelievable.
It is. I made a mess. I apologize, but this is really good.
That means you're into it.
Really, really good. Really good. Now this right here, filet, yes?
Yes.
Wrapped in bacon?
Wrapped in a cider bacon, an apple cider bacon. So when it fuses inside of that filet, and it's a nice tender meat.
Okay.
And yeah, so you'll get a little bit of flavor on that too.
Okay, I haven't heard anybody have apple cider bacon. That's interesting.
It really adds to it. And again, with that dude's au juice on there that pulls out the flavor, you can really taste the cider and that wonderful tender. Yes.
This is ridiculous. I mean, after that prime rib, come on.
Love to hear that. And like I said, we're well known for those mushrooms. They absorb better, and we've got locals that just demand that on their special occasions.
Let me tell you this, those mushrooms are unbelievable. It's got that just mushroom flavor, that beautiful au jus, saltiness. The steak is unbelievably medium rare. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's just so tender, so juicy, seasoned to perfection. I mean, what else am I gonna say about this? This is ridiculous.
Luis, we love
Thank you.
That's what we love to hear. Thank you.
I love you guys. I love the food. This place is more than just the food, 100%.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
Because the people matter. Because the food's not gonna eat itself. The food's not gonna cook
It
itself.
takes a great community to make sure that we get this far. 70 years, it would take a great community of loyal customers and loyal workers. And again, we wouldn't be this far without it. And 3 or 4 generations that have really gave our heart and souls.
So this originally started with your grandfather, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me the story. How did he come to acquire this? And this is a giant building, by the way, but we'll get into that a little bit. So tell me the story. How did he
He
acquire this?
first purchased a liquor store in '47 after he got back from World War II. He spent some time in Pearl Harbor, and he 3 years there. He came back and he tried to do some farming, but a couple of years of some hail happening. He said, let's just do the liquor store. And when that took off for a while, 10 years later to the day, he's like, let's try a steakhouse. And so they put together a steakhouse, and ever since, the story's been a beautiful continuation of improving and trying to make sure the community is proud of us.
Just the processes you have in the kitchen, and even when you pull the prime rib, you're trimming it by hand, and one of your chefs is telling me, oh yeah, he trims it by hand. That's how he's always done it,
Yes.
and all this stuff, because that's how you were trained. That's amazing.
Well, when you're 9 years old and you're learning how to cut meat and everything, like I say, it's by the time you're 45, it's just second nature. It's just like breathing. And again, as long as we put out a good product and the community is proud of it, and we wouldn't want it any other different.
Thank you for having us here, because this is a special treat for us.
The honor
You know,
goes back.
I think this is a privilege for me, for just to be able to meet you all in person, eat the food. So honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is an unbelievable experience. Look, I want to tell everybody watching right now, hands down, no doubt, blindfolded, hand tied behind their back, 1,000% certified legit. I love this restaurant. I will be back to this restaurant. If you're looking for just unbelievable steaks, oh my God, unbelievable food. Seafood is amazing. Like I said, their French onion soup. I had their pig wings. Anything you can imagine here is going to be a home run. You're not gonna go wrong with anything here. So Again, thank you so much. I appreciate
We
it.
can't thank you guys enough for your time. Thank you, Louise.
This is
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. Get some more steak. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
All right, everybody. Dude's Steakhouse is where it's at. This is small town America, Sidney, Nebraska. That prime rib was so packed with flavor. Everything that we had was absolutely outstanding. You need to come here. I don't care what direction you're driving, north, south, east, west, diagonal even. You have to make the stop at Dude's Steakhouse. There's a reason why it's been here for 70 plus years. I'm a huge fan of it. You need to come down here. I want to give a huge shout out to the one-armed cowboy dude and all the family that we met inside. And that's it for us on this episode. We'll see you